Man, y'all know the face, y'all know the name. Y'all tuned into the world's realest podcast, Talk Ain't Cheap podcast, hosted by yours truly, Mr. It's a Movie Clear Real Talk. And I got a special guest here with me. As y'all know by now, I do not introduce my guest. I feel like that's real lackluster, unimpressive. I like my guests to really come through and talk they talk because, you know, I know some really dope individuals. So it's only right we have my brother on the pod. So, brother, please introduce yourself.
What's going on, world? What's going on, family? It's your boy, Iconic, Mr. Everything Iconic himself. We are in the building, Iconic X Immaculate. We are here, we are live. We are here to stay, and we're not here to play. Know the vibes.
Movie Brothers. The Movie Brothers. I've known this man for a long time. When
you
I
seen me grow up. I ain't gonna lie. You seen me grow up.
I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of crazy because time has been flying.
Okay.
Time has been flying, but I try not to unk everybody. I don't want to give unk vibes just yet. I feel like I give it, but I'm more like your favorite cousin right now. Like,
I say that. I like that one because you feel me. They starting to. You know what I'm saying, I would say I'm getting a little up there in age now, so they starting to. My artist is young. I have artists, so they give me. You feel me? They put me in my youth most of the time because even when I still go outside, they still be thinking I'm a little bit younger than I am still. So. But you feel me? They be trying to give me unk vibes too, like other people. You feel me? I got friends that got kids now, all types of shit.
Friends got kids.
You feel me? I got god kids. You feel me? Shout out to my beautiful god babies.
Shout out to my god babies too. Yeah, London, I love you. Zayden, I love you. Ogomet, I love you. You know what I mean? So, I got so many. I got my newest godson.
Congrats.
He had a baby shower, or a sipping seat. It was like a gender reveal, but he was already alive, and people already know he was alive. So we all knew he was a boy, but we just wanted to see him in person.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was the baby reveal more so.
Yeah. Name's Jacoby.
Okay.
And he had like Kobe Bryant, like the Kobe sneaker logo, like shot glasses as like the present to give to everybody, the party favor.
I feel like our generation when they doing like baby showers and I can curse on this, right?
Of course you can curse, bro. This talk ain't cheap, man.
I say that. So you feel me? I feel like with our generation and things like that now, with like the baby showers and they gender reveal, they getting creative as hell too.
People putting up bread for that.
Yeah, like it giving me ideas. Whenever I get there, like I gotta do some. Feel me? Fire, immaculate, iconic shit. You
gotta
feel me?
Do like, that immaculate, iconic shit.
You feel me? Something like that. Cause the way everybody be going now, it be looking. It's creative. I ain't gonna front. They be creative as fuck. Like
I feel like if you gonna have more than one kid, you can't have no more baby showers after the first one. I feel like how much I'm about to pay child support for your kid that's not my own. Like, come on. At this point, we just having parties. Just say we having parties.
Nah, yeah. I think you probably, you know what I'm saying, you probably got to go out for maybe like, you know what I'm saying, that first little, maybe gender depending. And then after, you feel me, like the first birthday parties, depending on how many kids you have. You know what I'm saying, that they should be good after that. Then. I'm saying they'll be alright.
Yeah, so I've seen you do a lot of crazy things. I've seen you grown up as a man. So I guess my first question is like, where did everything start for you? Like the music, the vibes, like finding yourself as a man. Like what was like the earliest moments of that, and how did what did you navigate, or what did you have to figure out to become who you need to become?
Shoot, my story is. It's wild to say the least. I always said I'm gonna write a book one day. That's definitely a goal up there too. I would say to sum it up, you know what I'm saying? Like I would say college. Like when I tell my story to like other people that I come into now, I could confidently say, you feel me, I was one of the people that did everything in college, you feel me, from the fraternities, you feel me, shout out my brothers in Phi Sigma Chi Multicultural Fraternity Incorporated, you know what I'm saying? From throwing parties with, you feel me, my TGE brothers, to my dog's Fire Skull, to Rage, to, you know what I'm saying, all the party promoters, and then that going to come in the city and doing things in Missouri and things like that. You know what I'm saying, to bringing artists out, you feel me, done did student orgs and things like that. Shout out my, you feel me, my CSO family and stuff like that. Shout out Buffalo State in general, you know what I'm saying. what am I forgetting? You feel me? Student athlete, you feel me? Track team, you feel me? I done did that, you feel me? So I done had to pull from a lot of different places once I started to get older and try to navigate through life, you feel me? So a lot of the things, you feel me? A lot of people, I came to college, you feel me? Kind of to myself, whatever the case may be, trying to, navigate. I think like any other, I came in kind of young. You feel my birthday a little late, so any 17 going into 18-year-old with, know what I'm saying, just doing that. I was an EOP student as well. You feel me? Shout out EOP. So that also helped me to, navigate through college. Like, what I'm saying, I was able to go up there and, figure it out for a good 3 weeks, know what I'm saying, classes and figure how that works and see the campus and talk to people and, know what I'm saying, network. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, I learned after I graduate real early that it's not about what you know, sometimes it's who you know. So, like I said, being able to pull from all these things, being a freshman, figuring out, like I said, kind of to myself, but gradually, you feel me, navigating and, figuring things out. My roommates were, super dope. I think a lot of people be having like, sometimes like horror stories for like their first roommates and shit. Luckily, I had, two of the greatest roommates that I could, still to this day call my brothers. That also, you feel me, was a part of my journey. And, one of them was like super high energy, you feel me.
Who are your roommates?
You feel me? Shout out my son Junior, shout out my son Donovan, you feel me?
Oh, wow. Those are your roommates?
My guys.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? The guys is,
that's
you feel me?
Crazy. Junior and Donovan?
Yes, sir, Ski, you feel me?
DJ Don?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir. You feel me?
And Junior?
The DJ Don.
And Junior?
Yes, you feel
Junior?
me? My son, yes.
Wow, that's a fire roommate combination.
OD, you feel me? So it was like, yo, we meshed, like, you feel me? We done had like a little conversation before we got there and shit like that. And, you know what I'm saying, niggas trying to figure out how everybody was. Like, you know what I'm saying, no problems, bro. This was clean. Like I said, they was high energy. They knew people that was already there. So I'm not the most outspoken off the rip, but you feel me, once you get me in the mix, you know what I'm saying, I'm able to, you know what I'm saying, do my thing and maneuver, whatever the case may be. So, from them coming in and doing that and, Don being, a DJ and, already, recognizing things like that in his borough and in the X and everything like that, he, had connections and new people and, I'm saying, he's, I'm saying, just introducing, hey, this is me, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I'm saying, even if he didn't know my, personality off the rip, it was already just introducing and just, I'm saying? So it was like, it's forcing you to, I'm saying, interact with, I'm saying, people, because I ain't really a stand-off person off rip, I'm saying, despite what my face may look like. But so yeah, from them to just, being in a mix and, figuring out the whole party scene and, I'm saying, going there and figuring out school and all that stuff. And that's just freshman year, you know what I'm saying? So, just learning and vibing and, creating these things and being able to, navigate through the party scene and seeing how that became a whole thing, not only just us just trying to have fun and just, a thing that was, recognized. And, in college, you kind of have sort of like a hierarchy and things of that nature. So, you kind of watched as when I came in, it was more so like the fraternities and things like
What year did you come in?
2014.
Yeah, 2014, I think, like, was the fraternity year.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts. Like,
yeah, I think it was 2014.
Cause I'm talking about when we coming in, we going, I'm saying, they had the whole, I'm saying, Q's at their house and everything like that. And this parties like every weekend. And I'm saying, white boys doing their thing. So it was like, oh, snap. Okay, cool. Like, this where it's at. I'm saying, and me being, I'm saying, at that time, only thing that I probably knew the most about that was Stomp the Yard and a couple of other, really high profile people that did, things I didn't really know too much about it. I'm saying, so be on the parties, be bobbing, seeing the bobs. You know what I'm saying? The girls is there, so you already know how that goes. So the men is gonna follow off rip. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, a whole experience. Like I went to Buff. I was supposed to originally go to, Morrisville with my brother and everything like that. But Buff sent the call at that time. I wanted to do criminal justice. My goal was to, do law, be a lawyer, and things of that at that time. They had track and field and they had, I'm saying, they had stuff like that. I'm not gonna keep it a buck. Shout out my mentor, Jason Hayes, you feel me, through a program that I did in my high school called I Mentor. We was going through the whole college process and he helped me and, seeing that, and they even said it was, you know what I'm saying, 70% female. So I'm like, they had everything there. You can't
I ain't
beat
gonna
that.
hold you.
Can't
I
beat that.
didn't know that Buff
I'ma
State
keep
was
it all the way above.
70% female.
I'm gonna keep it all the way
But
above
now
with
that
you.
I look at it, it does make sense. There was a lot of galling.
Yeah, man.
The gal was galling.
Yes, Sirski. You feel me?
Yeah.
Everything you could really want. And I made that decision probably, and I got that EOP letter probably like a little bit toward the end of, you know what I'm saying? So I made that decision kind of like quick, because even Mooresville, they had like cross country, which was something that I did in high school that I was pretty good at and stuff like that. You feel me? PSAL, state, city champion, you know what I'm saying? We did that too. So they wanted me up there and stuff like that. So I had went up there, tour and everything. I never been to Buff when I went up there. Like, they gave me the letter. I said, okay, cool. I go up there early. We went up there for that little 6-7 hour drive, and that was my first time ever touching campus, and never left since. Type shit. Well, back and forth, of course, but even after I graduated, I stayed up there. But from parties to student orgs and things like that, a lot of things that I didn't think I was going to do, I ended up doing. And it wasn't peer pressure, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, any of that. It was just the excitement or just the experience of just trying these new things. And it's like, all right, cool, there's not a lot of things that I would usually do. So let's see, you know what I'm saying, what the potential is. You know what I'm saying? I always like challenging myself. Like, even when I was in high school, I didn't know what cross country was. I really thought it was something that had to do with us probably racing other people like in the country. Of course, we eventually did that, but totally different vibe from what it was. You know what I'm saying? Me coming as growing up, watching my cousins and stuff like that do track and field, and me kind of growing up as a sprinter, to me kind of maneuvering to a mid-distance, long-distance runner, and being, you feel me, pretty good at that, to the point where I'm just changing a whole nother, you feel me, just pace and everything like that, that allow me to just even look at things different. Like, you know what I'm saying, from the sports perspective, just even how I look at track and field, I look at it from like a mental standpoint rather than just athletic, because there's a lot of times that I don't run my races just off of just being mentally, you feel me, smarter than the other opponent by pacing myself, and I'm saying doing what I gotta do, as opposed to probably them maybe working a little harder than me that practice that week. You know what I'm saying? So really just pulling from all these things to the point where when I graduated and COVID hit, kind of just to fast forward, there were a lot of different things happening that was like changing as far as like what I was doing. I graduated and immediately went into a teacher's assistant. I graduated with a sociology degree and a minor in coaching. So kind of just using those things as far as just working with people and understanding behaviors and experiences and how people, kind of work and navigate. I kind of, took that experiences and my multiple experiences working like daycares and coaching and stuff like that, or after schools, to the classroom. So my first time going in, I taught 8th grade. 8th grade when I first went there, and that was my first time in the middle school since I was in middle school. So even that was kind of like a whole different culture shock from them just introducing smart boards to all the kids having smart boards in their class. So a lot of the way they learned is off of, technology and computers, as they should. You know what I'm saying? But once COVID hit, it was kind of like a whole rapid thing where they're doing school off of the computer, which is something that I think nobody has really, like, I didn't even take that much online classes when I was in college, just because I wanted that in-person, experience and stuff like that. So for me, having to teach and things like that, and before that, I was, subbing for like teachers and things like that and multiple different subjects. And then after, I had like a ELA literacy class where I had like a small group that I was teaching for like a good 2 periods and stuff like that. So I was kind of getting my reps up, like, you feel me? This is a charter school, so they moved a little bit different from charter too. So
you hit on a lot of different things, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. COVID was real.
Yeah, COVID was it. Yeah.
How did COVID impact you, and how did you navigate COVID?
COVID was where everything kind of kicked up for me and kind of woke me up, and a lot of things was happening.
Were you outside or were you inside during COVID?
A little bit of both, because I was in Buffalo at the time. So being that it's not as busy as the city, like, it was fake like a ghost town. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, like, it was a little bit different looking at COVID from Buffalo than how I was looking at it from like the city, or how, I know people in the city was kind of like dealing with it and stuff like that. So I was there navigating like anybody else. Like I was inside, you feel me, at that time. We were just outside and stuff like that. So it was a lot going on. A lot of people were trying to figure out what was gonna go on. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was a forex kid. So
man, COVID forex was crazy. So you got caught up in that mix.
Yeah, I definitely did, and I'm not gonna lie to you. You feel me? Everybody has their experiences. You feel me? But it's not, like I said, it's not about what you know. It's who you know, and luckily I know a lot of good people. You feel me? Didn't do any of that other stuff, and we're a lot of good people. Like I said, I keep lasting relationships. So people that joined was just my brother. Like nobody was gonna tell me to do anything unless I saw like my older brother, like you feel me, getting in it too, as much as any a lot of other people that I saw doing it. So I trust him more than anything. We done grew up side by side together for like years. So once he kind of gave me a good little understanding, and it was around like I said, people that we done knew like mutually, because a lot of people that he done went to college with was people that I went to high school with. You know what I'm saying? So it was like just be crazy in itself, where it's just like family, just meet friends, and then after we just all become family. So I did my thing with that, and it was a cool little run. I still, even with how the market and everything, like looking at that now, I still been looking at charts, and I take that with fuck what anybody else was saying. It's the simple knowledge that that's been going on for like years, and nobody was telling us. Trading and investing been going on for years, and nobody took it seriously until they seen the forex kids doing it. Right. Don't matter what anybody says. Ain't nobody was talking about none of this other stuff, regardless if we getting older or not, until they seen them doing it. So whether it's whether it was that, or you looking at your Bitcoin or your Dodge or whatever the hell is going up right now with your Facebook and Amazon, you know what I'm saying? Like, it opened up a wave that really woke a lot of people up to say, nah, we gotta get right, and this information is there. Like, I learned a lot coming straight out of college. Then I don't want to say than I did in college, but I paid attention to learning a lot more when I got out, a lot more. Like occasionally still doze off when I do it because of my schedule, but I read a lot more books now than I did in college. Like I got my library is a lot more, expound and things like that from college. I still got a few college books, but you feel me, just picking up stuff like that. They claim or they say that, you feel me, if you want to hide something from a black person, you put it in a book. You know what I'm saying? And I can't tell you the amount of things that I've learned and written down that's been able to help me and push me to do the things that I'm, doing now. Even look back at, just writing things down. I got that from just, learning forex. Like that wasn't something I was doing then until I got that information. So I look back at one of my books that I started like earlier when I started my like managing and, doing stuff in Buffalo, to my first 3 pages is artists that I was hoping to meet or had plans of meeting, that I look back now in 2024 going to 2025, I done cleared damn near that whole page. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like manifestation, just even just writing things down and just how powerful that can be, and just, you feel me, just putting pen to paper and just executing at that. You get what I'm saying? So that's a little bit how I started navigating and just seeing certain things different. So once I started doing that, I went to some of the little retreats and, meeting some of the people. And like I said, just being a student that I am, in a sense, just, watching, observing, and taking in, the experience, because it was, you feel me, fun, but also, you feel me, a time for just kind of learning and understanding what was going on, because it was just bigger than just also just, a bunch of young kids making money. Like, it's a community where it's like, you didn't really just see that much black people just, just really just putting on and just trying to get right. And just even just putting the other people on. Fuck all the other shit that everybody talking about. Like, it was really like communities, people getting B&Bs, making sure everybody good. Like, that's the shit they don't tell you about. You know what I'm saying? Making sure you getting this information where it's like, all right, cool, you put some money in your pocket. Like, I can't tell you the amount of times I done had like 20 in my account and I done flipped that to 150, 200, pay my groceries and feed my dog and shit like that. Like, during COVID. You know what I'm saying? When niggas ain't had nothing. So I took that, had a little experience up there. They done paid for the baby to come out when he was hot. Had a good experience. Had my camera at the time, you feel me? Because that was something I was doing in between me doing the parties. Because in the parties, I was working with DJs. So my contribution was, the promoter. I'm outside, for me, turning up, be over here jumping off of speakers and all type of other stuff. Don't look like me now. When you know the vibe, you just see some of the, a whole different date now. So it's like, You get what I'm saying? Like, first Labor Day party, I got angel wings. I'm going on Facebook. They got me on Facebook going crazy. You know what I'm saying? You really got to find this stuff now because it's not there now. We done cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? Real more professional now. Regardless, you feel me? My job in the background, I just always found myself being kind of in the background and doing things like that, coming up with the ideas, coming up with the names, coming up with the captions. You know what I'm saying? Going door to door, you feel me? We talking to the shorties, holding down the door, you feel me? Taking the payment, things like that was like, all right, cool. Like, I ain't never think I was going to be doing any of this, but here, copy. We done packed out 700 plus in the spot, 3,000 people indoors, 1,000 outside. Like, we done did some major stuff on the party side. And Missouri, like, Bobby. So, once I started doing that, took up a camera, started catching vibes and stuff like that for the team. And that's when, you know, media and recaps and stuff like that really started, you know what I'm saying, kind of going. Like, we kind of watch how that kind of like evolved from the, you know what I'm saying, we doing promo videos for the parties, you know what I'm saying, for like your event. So taking all these stuff and just, you know, figuring out a way. I took some pictures going back to the whole forex thing, took some pictures at a concert, looking back at that and just really sitting there and just had those pictures for like 3-4 months and just like, nah, like this is type fire. And at that time when I was doing it, I'm just already thinking like, what more can I even do with this? Like, this investing stuff is cool, but what more can we do in this? My younger brother started been making music since he's been in middle school. You feel me? Shout out my son MG Mir Godly. You feel me? Big IMG. He ended up coming to Buffalo with me. Had another young artist by the name of Eyes on One. He was, you know, he ended up joining my fraternity, and you know, he wanted to do music. So, and shout out my other older brother Rich. You feel me? He was working with Lil TJ and ASAP Ferg, and he done recommended me to be Ferg's assistant. Never came true, but just the fact that my brother could just, you feel me, put my name in something like that, just off of just me being that person. I wasn't even too crazy managing, just having a knowledge for just music, but ain't nothing wrong with being somebody's assistant and learning the game at that point. You feel me? Him just even just throwing the olive branch out there. So that sparked management for me kind of like immediately. So in between everything, it's like, all right, cool, we doing the thing, we can invest the money, do the music thing. You know what I'm saying, really, you know, just paying attention to how the music business and things like that is going in general. You know what I'm saying, people done been asking us, you feel me, our DJ and our friends, like, we done been the ones, you feel me, listening to some of the artists before. We done, you know, done had listening sessions in the crib when the artist dropped. We just all listening and vibing the music. So it's always been there. So eventually push come to shove with the photography and figuring out how we're going to do the investing, and my little brother coming up there is just figuring out a plan, how to maneuver. We ain't doing nothing else but sitting in the crib. Remember, we still talking about COVID. Feel me? We done sat in the crib for like a year. A lot of people could just sat, I'm saying, wasted their money. Like, I was taking that forex money, invested in, I'm saying, paying my bills, figuring out what I'm going to do with this music stuff. Like, I invested some of that money to buy photography equipment, like a whole bunch of stuff. Like, COVID was kind of good for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the point that I got to sit down and kind of reassess what I wanted to do or where life was going. Because before that, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, we about to be in a classroom, we done did this is cool. But it's like, all right, cool, what else though? That's always been me. Like, what else? Like, all right, cool. Like, I don't want to say everything like a video game, but all right, cool. We done did the high school level. All right, cool. We done did that to a certain degree. We was pretty, you know what I'm saying? We was pretty decent dude in high school too. Shout out some of my high school homies. Shout out Eho, you feel me? I still got friends from there that I came to Buff, you feel me? So just looking at 20 plus years of friendship that I done got with certain people, you know what I'm saying? And watching them grow in some of the things that they do that I can call on them and for certain things like that. No, that's also in the music business too. So it was just a whole time period of just me just sitting, watching, and assessing what I could really do with my life, because I already knew off rip that I didn't want to just sit behind the desk or do none of that. After the college experience I done just had, like, nah, I can't just be, we just do that, learn all that, take all that, and then we just sit down and just chill for that. That seemed kind of boring to me. Like, all right, cool. It was always like, what can we do with these experiences to still up it? And at that time, I didn't know. Like, it was just figuring it out, and COVID gave me the perfect time to do that, where by the time things started opening back up, it was just like, all right, sitting down and doing ideas. In between that, I did a little podcast. I was part of an app, met a couple of dope people. I done did the Clubhouse vibes. I done listened to managers and A&Rs and then in there and gain knowledge on that perspective, sat down and watched YouTube. Like I got one of my books like on me right now with just ideas that I wrote down for like the last couple of years, trying to just put pen to paper and execution. I'm saying goals every year that I write down, that I add on, that I check off and see what we got to do to make sure like it was just, I just sat down. I had nothing else to do, just sit down and do that. And I'm saying I could still do like caregiving and taking care of kids. I feel like it's something that I've been doing for years. My mom used to run a daycare. We was younger, after school, we done coach. I was assistant coach for middle school. Like we lost every game but the one game that I coached. You get what I'm saying? That enough says enough to me in a sense. And I'm saying little kids, I'm saying, but it's like, I'm saying, but even still at the being able to still have the mindset and you feel me experience where I've been on the court myself on a certain professional official level, you feel me, in certain games and stuff like that to, give that knowledge, or even done took classes to understand that and still, watch games, college, NBA, where it's like still pull from, my experiences and qualities that I've, gained through, life. Like just kind of like, being able to kind of use everything that you've kind of taken with on your journey. And, like we spoke about a little earlier, like I just want to be able to, help people. Like I done said that, I done made that my goal and my mindset. Like, and I'm saying I just want to make money, be able to make an impact, be iconic, help people. Like, you feel me? And whatever we can kind of do in between that, then I'm saying we're going to make it happen.
So during COVID, you was just doing a lot of homework and self-development.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So you say you want to be iconic. What does that mean?
It's a lifestyle. It's a brand. It's not just one person. It's how you present yourself, how you talk, how you speak, the things you do. It's a certain standard, basically. My main motto is everything iconic. You know what I'm saying? Because that's, like I said, the standard that we're trying to develop. Whether it's the pictures that I take, whether it's the artists that I'm trying to develop, whether it's the events that I'm a part of, whether it's the movement or the brands, you feel me, that I continue to be a part of. Like, you feel me, even the individuals that I come in contact with. Every relationship to me at this stage in my life, I feel like got to be intentional. So that just means coming across iconic individuals, you feel me, and everything that they trying to do, everything that they trying to pursue. I think, a common thing that I speak to a lot of creatives and creators and artists and things like that. And I'm saying everybody already know at this point, like, life ain't easy. This shit don't come with no instruction manual. You get what I'm saying? So, and I think even just being able to, go on your path and do the things that you do, you come across those people that push you and motivate you and take you to the next level. It's like, I'm saying, in a video game, you got XP. I'm saying, like, you kind of, and I'm pretty sure in your journey, when you've hit like a certain level where it's like a little bit of a level up. I'm saying? And I feel like when we go on these certain journeys and you hitting certain goals and things like that, what that level up feel like. And sometimes it becomes a little bit of addicting in a positive way, where it's like you see that success for yourself and, something that you've done before. And now you kind of just want to take that and elevate it and take it to the next level to kind of just see how far it can go. Like, what I'm saying? Like, that's always been me. Like, I thought my parents told me before I left college, like, don't join, I'm saying, old Caribbean people, don't join no frat because it's a gang, I'm saying? And
it's a cult.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit, you feel me? And, certain situations happened throughout my college experience where it definitely pulled me away to it. But at the same time, I still saw, from the frat that I joined to just the potential that it could be, where it's like, nah, like, I could still, what I'm saying? I could join this and change that narrative for whatever the case may be, what I'm saying? And, eventually my parents have come around and got around, and I'm also currently the national vice president of my fraternity as well right now too. You get what I'm saying? So, just, like I said, being able to be a testament, to these things. And, what I'm saying? Like, I always know, there's somebody else watching, and you're kind of, it's not, sometimes, not only just for you, it's for the greater good. You know what I'm saying? It's more so about the impact that you could do for the next couple people that's 10, 20 years down the line, where it's like his name still could ring bells and things like that nature. You know what I'm saying? We done seen it from like our favorite athletes to our favorite actors or entrepreneurs and things of that nature, to the point where it's like, you know what I'm saying, you should be able to feel that way the same way they do when you get introduced to them, and you might be able to ask them a question. Oh, what is it like, or what they take to get you? I guarantee they'll say, hard work and consistency, and people be thinking that should be a cliche, but it really be like that. And people don't really be knowing what hard work and consistency is until you really sitting there really doing that. And like you said, COVID was really like a super duper time to self-assess that. Because even after COVID and things started opening back up, the big thing for me was all the things that I learned from COVID that drove me to feel confident to come back to the city and start moving around. I tell people all the time, the opportunity that I ran back to the city, because I came back to the city and, kind of like abruptly, I didn't even get it. You know what I'm saying? So I came back down here in a sense with, knowledge and things like that, but I came down having to fend for myself even more than before, you know what I'm saying? To eventually, you feel me, still having that opportunity still come back around, you feel me, my way, and we've done business, you feel me, on multiple occasions, but you feel me, it just kind of just goes back to the same thing, with just hard work and consistency, you feel me, just kind of just trumps all half of the time, where I've been able to come back to the towns and been able to have opportunities put in front of me where I never thought, being in this whole music entertainment realm would, what it would be. And I always say I'm blessed to be where I'm at, and some of the people that I've been around and be able to learn from, because I didn't think I would be able to be there in that such a, I would call it, quick time. And just being here now, this is a whole different time zone from the regular world, I'll tell you that much. So being able to come, navigate and be in a space where, one thing at a time, I've been able to, confidently say that in the photography realm, I've been able to work in my craft, and, my name rings bells around the city for sure. Whether it's everywhere, but I'm saying, you hear Iconic, you know who Iconic is, and I'm gonna do what I do when I step in the room with that camera. From the music side, we're still building and constantly building on that end too. Being able to kind of just look at things from that perspective. I've been blessed, to be around, some of my favorite artists. And being able to learn from them, whether it's studio sessions or taking photos of them, or, being able to be in a room, or, even me having a photo. Just being able to, work every room and being able to take what I can from every room and, use that to bring it back to my artists and things like that too. Whether it be production, sound, promotion, marketing themselves, different platform, and just overall work. Like a lot of, it's a million, I could probably say maybe a good mill of artists in New York, in Jersey combined alone. Everybody ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? And everybody think they the shit. But it's really what you do to stand out for real, and really what you do to really push the envelope. You know what I'm saying? And that's where, going back to where you asked me about what is Iconic, just also me being able to run and create my own independent, record and entertainment company called Iconic Music Group. Just like I said, pushing that standard of being iconic and, learning it. It comes with, things over time. Like I said, none of this, is an overnight thing. But, being able to be in some of the rooms with, like I said, my favorites, or some of, the top producers and things like that, that's produced some of, people's favorite hits, and just being able to be a sponge and just take that, quiet, and, be able to, still get my 1-2s on the camera end. And, I've been working on vlogging and stuff like that a lot more. That's something that I'm going to work on and coming up, developing a YouTube. I've been kind of baiting on that. That's something I should have for a long time, but nevertheless, being able to kind of vlog and, share these experiences a little bit more through my craft. I always tell people that I was never stick to kind of like a pictures guy, but, capturing these iconic moments is, something else that I also have with my photography brand. And, a lot of these, moments are stuff that needs to be captured and are definitely iconic and need to be shared with not only just, me and my artists, but also the world. And that's also what helps me to kind of push and work to develop other artists, because they're able to get those resources and see that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm able to be in those rooms and talk to the people and not only just be somebody with a camera. You know what I'm saying? So something else behind it. So that's a little bit as far as like how I've been able to kind of like develop myself and kind of push, or I would say being able to kind of have one brand, push my others. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of going back to like the same thing as far as like, oh good. It kind of is something else that goes back to as far as like investing, where it's like I'm able to kind of use one brand to kind of be able to push the others. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows me for photography and things like that, but as far as the music and the artists that I'm moving with right now, I would say they doing what they doing right now. There's some amazing and, dare I say again, iconic individuals and artists that I'm pretty sure the world is going to see in the next coming years. So I'm excited that the things that I can kind of do like on the music end. I got a lot of stuff that I'm pushing right now currently. Shout out my brother MG, T-Mac, Ozone One, King Casey, Prince, who am I forgetting right now? Oh my gosh. You know what I'm saying? There's so many individuals. Kyle. I feel like I'm forgetting. I think I got everybody.
And you also work with Diani?
Oh yes, facts, you feel me? Shout out the amazing favorite lady, the biggest Big Dior. I'm currently her photographer, but being able to work my manager hat and things like that, being able to see the amazing things that she's doing, just in the background. That shout out my brother Fresher. He manages her. He's been doing an amazing job, and our whole team at Good Talk and things like that. Her staff, from her stylist, Mora, to her security, and M Dot, to Benika, to DJ Mixie Payne. You feel me? Like CEO Slow, like it's so many, you feel me? She has a great team behind her, and I'm honored to be able to get some great flicks. They the people love them. So that just makes me more confident in my work, and she has a huge following, a big platform as well. So that's being able to have my work, you feel me, just embodied through her. From the videos to the photos and things like that. And of course, when I'm not able to do that because I'm working with my artist or anything like that, you feel me, she has an amazing team that makes sure she still gets, her flicks and just taken care of in general. So, and she's an artist that, we always talk about it too, funny enough that, out, walking around and just me moving around, I wanted to manage her. Like, I seen her in Brooklyn at one of my bros, shout out Ayers Harris, his showcase, Bring the Energy showcase, and that was like the first time I seen her. And I'm like, oh nah, she's fire. Took some pics, amazing energy, same way she is now, you feel me, just on the come up on the grind. And I'm like, nah, I ain't had no female artist, I ain't never worked with no female artist, but I'm like, nah, if there's ever one that I do want to work with, like, she's the one, no cap. Like, and I think a couple of days later I seen Fresh, like, take like a flick with her, like probably made like that stamp. And that was before I started working with him. So just seeing that too, it made me know, like, all right, cool. Like, I'm even on, like, we on the same time as far as just like talent and artists. And like I said, may not be manager or nothing like that, but just still be able to work with her now. Just like I said, just life be doing a crazy 360. And it's just crazy. You feel me? Just work and consistency where it can still get you. The same place that you be wanting to be. So shout out Dior. Shout out Big Dior.
Most definitely. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel like I have a lot of questions for you, and we just been vibing.
Yeah, facts. We here with it though. I'm here. Talk to me.
Okay.
Talk to me.
So, based off of some of the things you've seen in the music industry, right, and entertainment space, and you speak about teams, what are some of the things that you notice with the teams that makes artists and entertainers successful? Like, what are some key roles, some information you've noticed, things that you've seen that you're like, wow, this is what makes the team work or the artist blow up?
Well, I would say just based off of the teams that I work with, and very good question. Just off of the teams that I work with, and also just me and my developing like mindset, or like kind of like mission statement or whatever you want to call it. Family oriented, definitely. Like, our team isn't the biggest team, but everybody gets what they gets done. You know what I'm saying? And bro, like my brother PH be saying, like, you know what I'm saying? And one of the reasons why he brought me around, like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gotta have dogs around them. Like, dogs. Like, first of all, this ain't no regular business. We talking about the music business. This shit is like a good, what they say, 70-85% business. So that's just another thing too that you gotta understand. Yes, you know what I'm saying? You can have some good for family oriented, structures and things like that. But this is a business. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as it be looking like, pixies and roses, but you know what I'm saying, this shit is a business. Can't stress that enough. What that means is, you know what I'm saying, the relationship sometimes may be cutthroat. Like we was talking before, like, you know what I'm saying, when certain artists may blow up, the biggest thing that they do is try to get rid of their first manager or whatever the case may be. I don't know if you watched like Shannon Sharp interview and shit like that with Keke Palmer. Something that she said, even just like I said, from music to entertainment, bringing all of them in a whole, because they all are in conjunction with each other. When she was young and shit like that, like they try to, pull her away from her family. You know what I'm saying, like, I think she's still managed by like her mom, her parents, and their sisters or whatever the case may be. So it's like I said, having that family oriented structure, but knowing that it's a business, and if, the higher ups or the people that want to give you that big bag, they're going to try to pull you away from the people that's been, there with you from the come up or whatever, because they think they can throw whatever money, whatever the case may be, at you. So understanding that it's a business, what makes a strong team, being able to have, people that really do understand their roles. Like I said before, none of this is easy. So it's like being able to understand what your role is, and everybody can't come. If you're gonna have a business, yeah, you can have a couple of people around, your friends, cool, of course you're gonna want to have some of them people. But at the end of the day, what are they doing for real? Do you have a cameraman? What is your budget looking like? Okay, cool, you are a big up and coming artist. They about to give you a whole budget for such and such, and half of that comes with freaking studio time and buying or getting somebody that you could blow a bag on. Why doesn't your man do it? What is he doing? Like, making sure everybody understands their role, and kind of like a well-oiled machine, being able to hold each other accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, I seen Wallow talk about this like earlier, I don't know who podcast, but a lot of people don't be wanting to be held accountable. Like, I can love you, whatever the case may be. You could tell me a whole bunch of other stuff. What are you doing to make sure that this is going, this is situated right now? Are you doing the things that need to be done? You know what I'm saying? Like, did you post today? Did you, get your reps up? Did you, practice performance? Like, what did you do today to get better? 1% better every day. You know what I'm saying? Bless. You know what I'm saying? 1% better every day. You get what I'm saying? So, being able to be held accountable for the things that you're doing. What else make a good team out here? You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to kind of have some type of funding, of course. Like, that's where, again, them friends and them people come in. Like, you got an investor, you got somebody else that's going to be able to, make this happen. If you're independent, you know what I'm saying? If you're talking about that on the small scale, on the label end, as far as like that, you feel me? Being able to, you make sure you managing your money and stuff like that, having somebody that's trustworthy. You know what I'm saying? I think that comes together with a lot of that too. Like, making sure somebody's taking care of your finances and your expenses, and you good, and you understand, where certain things are going. So like I said, trust. What else? Building a strong team. Just a couple of those things, man. Trying to think what else. Yeah, I would say a couple of some of those things, unless you think there's anything else that I might have missed. Just something else that you might have think that I might have missed. But yeah, I would say some of those things: trustworthy, being able to have a strong team, accountability, family oriented, understanding that is business. Like I said, yeah, being held accountable. So like, yeah, those are some of the things that I would say, builds a strong team. Of course, talent, like you know what I'm saying, like being able to, find the right people that, again, could be in these positions. And, it doesn't have to be the most perfect person, but it could also be, somebody that is willing to learn, somebody that is willing to, be a good listener. You got two ears and a mouth for a reason, you know what I'm saying? So I've found that, you can get a lot of information just by sitting there and just being able to be a sponge and being able to be, being able to kind of execute that after. That's kind of like a way that I've kind of, enjoyed learning a little bit. But, to going back to, music and entertainment, I feel like there's a lot of people in, as far as like artists that do that, you know what I'm saying, from the ones that don't be really living what they say in their raps to be able to articulate and be able to have the look and the persona and the marketing behind, experiences that they may have experiences through their friends or their family, to actors and things like that, to other entrepreneurs, as far as like other business people that will be able to pull from different experiences or different things from their childhood, like movies and music, to be able to create like, art pieces as far as like fashion and paintings and, being able to express themselves in those ways. So a lot of those things are a lot of those attributes are things that I believe, help build a strong team and just be able to help you develop as a person if you're creative. You know what I'm saying? So
How do you go about executing? Because I feel like that's something that a lot of people have a problem doing. Like, information is everywhere now, so like there's no excuse about not having access to information. So how do you go about going from like information to like execution?
Like I said before, I write things down. So I write things down. Like I said before, like I have a book where I have, wrote certain ideas and goals that I've been able to execute, and it's like a constant reminder of things that I can, I can go back and actually look at. Like, all right, cool, it's been 2 weeks. I feel like I may not have been as productive. Let me go back to my book and see what I wrote down. And that's what I've been doing a lot lately. Just because I've been having so much on my plate, and there are still a lot of things that I do want to execute. And it's like, just going back to a healthy reminder and going back to the basics. And, being able to also kind of look at it as memorabilia, as a way to, as far as how far I've come. So I definitely think writing things down has definitely been able to help. Not making excuses for myself. And that's just, I'm kind of wired like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Things happen and I'd be upset with myself because it's like, you know what I'm saying, life, there just be things happening. And whether you're a tough critic on yourself or somebody's a tough critic of you, sometimes people just don't want to hear that, and you just got to get it done. And that just be life. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, being a hard critic and trying to, take from those moments and be better. But also, being able to make sure that we're not letting these things be a constant. So, being able to kind of just do that and just be, execute, something in my frat that was kind of just like, you feel me, embedded and kind of taught to me was excuses are used by the weak to serve as an explanation or justification, to free one from obligation, duty, or promise. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something I got memorized, where it's like, I take that with me because it'd be real life shit in my eyes, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be things like that where it's just like, all right, cool. Like, if I got something done, again, this is a marathon, not a sprint. So just me being able to just be the type of person I am, where it's like, all right, cool, we got this here. Let's make sure we get this done. We just got to make sure we get this done. Like, that's kind of like where we're at in life right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I ain't posting a week or two, like, I bet you playing, bro. Like, we got to get something up, and there be heat in the camera roll. So it's like even like what, maybe a day or two ago, it's like I've been trying to get a post out for the longest. And it's like, I know the specific way that I want to do this post, and I just been having, a couple little iconic moments where it's just like, all right, cool, I've been able to add to it, but it's cool. But still, on the photography side, like, I be outside too much. I got too much heat in the tuck for me not to post something on the gram. Whereas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is gonna hit somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I had to make sure I did that the other day, right before the holidays. It's like, you feel me? And there's no reason even during the holidays where it's like I could sit down for a little bit and not get, you feel me, post out. But it's just like me being meticulous and just knowing how I want to do certain things. It's like, all right, cool. Like for my personal page, it's a certain way I want to do that post. But for my photo page, like I should be posting something on there like something at least 2-3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. And if I don't, then we got to make sure we double up. And when we do post, it hit. You know what I'm saying? So again, not making excuses. One more time, the question.
Nah, I think you basically answered it. Like, how do we excuse? How do we execute?
Okay, yeah. So yeah, writing things down, not giving myself excuses, and like I said, being able to kind of like divvy up what I gotta do. Like at this point in time, I know that I need a team. I need a bigger team. I'm working on expanding and things like that. But there's still things where I've been able to carry or execute in myself. Where again, me wanting to build my team, I know the type of things that I'm expecting or looking for because I've ultimately had those positions. Like I done did marketing for my artists and things like that. I done been a graphic designer where I done had to make the cover art. I done had to been a producer and been in my crib, and you know what I'm saying, like I done had, you know what I'm saying, the dogs done recording in my crib, like in my house. You know what I'm saying? Found me a little young producer, did what we had to do. I appreciate his time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Found another producer, shout out my son Free. You know what I'm saying? We ended up getting like a studio up in Buff that I had my young boys, work out of when I ultimately came down back to the city. And just, making sure they had, a place where they can be creative and do what they got to do. Makeshift studio, you know what I'm saying? We were getting there. But ultimately, like I said, just being able to have the creativity and the work going. That's where just not making excuses and, having that being a goal of mine, being able to kind of see it into fruition for, a couple of months where when I'm able to get, the right funding and things like that, all right, cool, we could, rent out a spot and get a studio and do it again the right way. So like I said, not making excuses, but building out a team. Finding the right people that's able to, like I said before, put in positions, do the right thing, and if not, being able to make sure that, the individuals around you are being some type of help. Having a support system. I call them my board of directors, where they may not necessarily be outside in the field with me, but they the ones that I'm sending some of the songs to first, or when the young boys is pissing me off a little bit, I'm venting to them a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Or they helping me, you think this sound good and things like that, and just being, you know what I'm saying, that support where it's like, all right, cool, y'all may not be outside with me and doing all the stuff with the young boys every single night, but it's like, all right, cool, you do this, you make sure, you know what I'm saying, I'm good. And ultimately, as a leader and, you know what I'm saying, the kind of like also driving force, that's what gotta, you know what I'm saying, be good. So it don't gotta be a huge group, but making sure like all the intricate points in your team is doing the right thing and keeping you, you know what I'm saying, sane and sturdy. So, those are kind of like the things that I would say, would build that up.
Very dope. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of gems in this conversation. If people really pay attention, you really been talking that talk. Yeah, specialty cloth, I'm not gonna lie, iconic.
Real iconic,
energy.
Real iconic, you feel me? Everything Immaculate. Iconic. And I ain't gonna lie, you feel me? Like anybody that really wanna just even see my story from a visual perspective, like go on my IG, bro. Like look through my captions, look at the little pages. I started something at the beginning of the year called Iconic Dumps. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I don't even be trying to just do the whole crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? I make it look good every so often, you feel me? I post a pic or two, but even if I do that, it ain't just really a pic I'm trying to post. Like, I'm going to throw a little knowledge in there. I'm going to throw a little, you feel me, a little something that I'm doing in there where it's like, all right, cool, I'm with an artist that I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to throw a little something in there and it's like, all right, cool, I'm going to find me a nice little caption, swag it out, make it look good. We can add music now. So it's like the music that I probably add just kind of just tells my vibe. So I kind of use social media as my way of just telling my story where everybody don't get really like access to me like that all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? You see me, like everybody know I'm, you feel me, like heavy on me in Gotham City. I'm Batman right now. Like that's kind of like my arc that I'm in right now, real, you feel me, vigilante. Like I'm here to you feel me, do what I gotta do, but at the same time, I'm not, you know, feel me, here to be played with. I still got my 9 to 5 and I still do what I do. You feel me? I ain't better than anybody else, but I really be out here being with your favorite artist or your rapper and or the behind the scenes and I'm saying really vibing and not only just catching these moments, but it's like I'm using this to find my way to get, you feel me, right there. We having a whole different kind of talk and I'm trying to take my little young boys that's artists there with me too. So you feel me? I really just try to tell my story even just on the social media side where I'm saying I got my, you feel me, my main page and stuff like that where I got all that going on. I got my photography page. Anybody that want to do, you feel me, promotions or got a brand or an event, you feel me, I got a promotion page that, you feel me, we could do business on and work like that too, where it's like, I'm really just trying to tell my story from, you feel me, build my brand up from that perspective. But like I said, make the work speak for itself, where it's like, you feel me, you see what it is, you know what I'm saying? So that's, yeah, everything iconic.
So what's next for everything iconic? Because I know it's crazy. I do got a page called Everything Immaculate.
Of course.
That's
like,
what's crazy.
Because it's like, why not? Like, you feel me? Like, my main thing, like, even going back to my promo page, the reason why I made that, I think, like, a little bit before I graduated college.
That's a fact.
You feel me? And you know, because I've hit you up for, like, certain things on that, or it's like, I made that just be off the strength where it's like, yo, at that time, I just knew mad dope people that did dope shit. And you feel me? I just wanted to make a page where it's like, all right, cool, I'm gonna promote niggas. Like, you feel me? Like, yo, bro, you got anything? I done hit you. Like, yo, bro, you got an event. You know what I'm saying? I think you done went back to the city by that time. So it was like, all right, cool, you still on the event side. You done got your network. Like, yo, you got anything? Fuck it. I'm gonna throw it up on a page. You feel me? Let people see. Like, all right, cool.
You always showed mad love, bro.
You feel me? And that's always been me. So it's like now where it's like that page is also another way of me promoting like other people and other artists still. But of course, turn it into a business now and things of that nature too, where it's like I have, you know, understood social media to the point where I use it to make sure I'm tapping in with other audience. I may not have them on my main page, but like I can go to that page and make sure I search. Or I could easily just use that page as, all right, cool, me being a continuous resource to other people and individuals. I'm able to say, yo, bro, like, if you need anything, go to that page, bro. Go through the following. I guarantee type in whatever. You'll find it. You know what I'm saying? Gangster. And me being able to be the type of person I am, it's all credible. You feel me? Dope pages, dope people that do shit on there. You get what I'm saying? Like, that I follow or tap in with, or they follow me or things like that. It's mad heat on that page alone. Fuck what I post. Like, the people that I even follow or are following me, like, it's a lot of gems on that page too. So I tell people, like, you feel me? I got a broadcast channel right now. You feel me? That's heavy
Promotions,
in the streets.
Gotham City, iconic.
Real, you feel me? Iconic moves around Gotham, you feel me? Just real, you feel me? Just Batman doing what he do, saving the city, you feel me? Real iconic and real silently. That broadcast channel, we just hit 400, you feel me? And I'm saying the fact that I even got 400 people in there just looking at what's going on, that what I'm posting, and like I said, being able to have my resources be credible and iconic individuals in their own right that are currently doing things. Like a lot of my moderators do dope shit around the city too. So I allowed them, you feel me, access where it's like, it's not just about me, it's them being able to, you know, put light on what they doing in the city. And I got like 400 plus members in that. I think we have 305, 303 in there. And I take pride in that because I did a beach event during the city. You know what I'm saying? That was my first time doing an event in a long time. Like, you feel me? Like, me actually putting an event together, and you know what I'm saying, it did great. You know what I'm saying? Big bro saw it. We ran it back again. You feel me? 10x'd it. You get what I'm saying? And I felt good about that. But overall, like I said, like, I'm really proud of that broadcast channel because that's just me putting my resources in, you know what I'm saying, A&R, you feel me, just repertoire to work where I got 400 plus people tapped in on what's going on or what I'm putting in there. And I be outside of these events and they be bigging me up. Like, I got like a dump that I could post right now, or just people just thanking me or just you the GOAT. And me for the last couple of years, that's very new to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing things for a while, but being able to get this reception and understand that there's a lot of eyes on me. Of course, I don't owe them anything, but it's understanding that I got a responsibility, or I understand that there are people, you know, watching the things that I do and the things that I'm doing. and the people that are around me and that I'm moving with. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I was supposed to stop right now, do you know how crazy that would look, or how many people I would be having, like, you feel me, like, behind me that's just like, what the fuck? You feel me? That I'm kind of like supporting and things like that. So I look at those things and I'm just like, all right, cool. Like, people be knowing the events, be knowing what to, you know what I'm saying, offer my channel, what to go to because of my channel. And, you know what I'm saying, I've been able to see people's careers, or, you know, expand their creativity and things like that, grow off of, you feel me being a resource in a network. And I think that's pretty dope, you feel me? Again, like I said, that being kind of like my overall, you know, reason or goal for doing this. I ain't really asking niggas for too much, you feel me, like, ever. But like I said, understanding, you feel me, what I have and turn it into a business model where it's like, all right, cool, a word, like, you feel me, like, respectfully, like, I have conversations with a lot of different people, you know, on a very high, you know, business understanding, the entertainment level. And then after, I have a lot of conversations with people that don't even know what the fuck they doing and trying to learn. Like, my DMs be going crazy with people that be wanting me to be their manager or put them in the right direction. Like, niggas be seeing me with, like, people like Cash or me being around them, be like, yo, can you get me like a feature or like somebody beats to them? I'd be like, yo, Brody, little do you know how much work it took to even just get around these individuals, you know what I'm saying? Like, camera or not, you get what I'm saying, resources or not. So, and again, it's all work, you feel me? So it's like, it's a privilege to be around this. It's not no easy thing, you know what I'm saying? So whether you having constant conversations or you being in the same room with them, it's understanding what you got. And like I said, me being able to be a resource to the people is something that I take pride in. So it's a lot of things like that that I've just been, you know, just working on and continuing to develop, building up my brands as far as like everything iconic. You did ask me what's next. Expanding my iconic music group brand. I have a project, a series that, you know, with me being in this game, that I will be continuously dropping. You feel me? Don't matter when, where. As long as I'm here, you will be hearing of IMG and Friends volume whatever. Right now, currently, we are on volume 2. I dropped the first one last year on my birthday, as a just gift to myself and a constant reminder of, you feel me, what I'm doing and things like that. Was able to celebrate with, you feel me, a billboard in Times Square. You can go on my page and do that. You feel me, cover art done by me, nothing too crazy, you know what I'm saying? But just being able to have these little small wins, you know what I'm saying, and being able to do that. So it was a dope first go around, you feel me? Over, you know, 30K streams, you feel me? Very proud of that, you feel me? So, you know what I'm saying, whatever the metrics or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying, we had some listeners, we had some people tap in, and, you know, it had a lot of dope artists on there at that time, some of who I'm not currently working with now, but, you know, I still keep very good eye on, you know, what they doing and things like that, and they still have my support. But this go around is a little bit more special. Just me continuing to, you know, gain, you know, resources and knowledge and things like that. The production is a lot better. The talent on there is talking a shit. I use this project as a way just to continue to elevate and propel my artists that I'm currently working with, as well as being able to call on, you know, a couple of friends and people that I admire throughout the industry that may be respectfully a little bit higher than them, or, you know, just, you know, being able to, people that I just respect, or, you know, they respect, that, you know, we're able to, you know, get some type of collaboration going. So again, just going with my model, where this whole project is just basically about elevation and collaboration, you know what I'm saying? Elevating my artists towards whatever quarter I decide to drop the project, and just elevating them for the next year of pushing that project, and, you know, putting the world on notice of what we got going on. Putting the word on to what we got going on, and kind of just, you feel me, just setting the tone for what they got going on for the year. So this second one, we have a lot of dope, you know, fire producers and artists on there. You know, a lot of, you know, higher up underground artists that I'm super, you know, fond of. Shout out Archie Mo, shout out Chucky. Shout out Danny J, the producer. Shout out so many different people. Marv Beats, he's another dope producer. Shout out my son Love Bandit J. Shout out my son Chichi Lovato. Beautiful, amazing. She's the only female artist on the project. An amazing talent. An amazing soul. Shout out my brother Flexi Ray. These are just some of like the features and things like that on there where they're not necessarily, part of IMG, but they are, a couple of dope artists that I super, respect, and I appreciate them for, being part of the project. So, shout out CK T Manny, some dope on the Afrobeat side. You feel me? I got a dope Afrobeat artist by the name of King Casey, so he's bringing some Afrobeat vibes on there. And those are a couple of, very notable names in that space. If you know, you know. So I'm honored to, you feel me, being able to just have them in this space, and being able to just show the level of talent that my artists are capable of working with. And just being able to kind of, like I said, elevate them to greater heights. So I have that dropping in January. We'll see how things go. I definitely want to do like a listening session, and things of that nature for the public, so they can kind of get like a firsthand, just understanding of what we got going on over here. So that's that on the music side. Again, super dope, iconic individuals and artists that I got. So they got a lot of stuff that's dropping right now. I got a couple of things, mic performances that they got going on with, shout out Trench Talk, shout out After Hours, shout out The Dojo, shout out Still Got the Juice, of course, Big Still Got the Juice. So many different, you know what I'm saying, all the great platforms on the radar, Talk of the Town. I'll shout all of them out anyway, but we got some dope visuals and stuff like that coming out with some of them. Like I said, project coming, visuals coming. So yeah, that's what we got going on the music side. Photography, I got some dope things coming up. I don't even know if I want to say what I want to work on for next year, because I feel like there are some photographers, as much as I love them, will try to steal it. I haven't seen anybody in the city do it in a little minute, so I might keep that one on the wraps. I think I told you that one on the side. I'll tell you that a little off, off the record.
Definitely gotta keep that off air.
But you feel me? But yeah, I want to even just do a little, you feel me, event for that as well. So yeah, music. We got some super nasty like photography stuff coming. Like I said, big up my platform, Still Got the Juice. We got a lot of dope things going there. If anybody hasn't heard, it's a performance and interview platform. We also do, blogging. We cover events. It's a media hub. You know what I'm saying? We're always looking for dope creators. You feel me? Like I said, like it all comes down to just the talent and consistency that you have. If anybody's ever asking or what it takes to, be a part of these platforms, it's just you got to be a hard worker. You got to be consistent, and your work got to speak for itself. So I, tell individuals that I'm always willing to have conversations when I'm outside and I'm talking to individuals. I know like some amazing producers that I chop it with. Shout out to producers that be sending the homies the beats and shit like that. Like even that should be dope. Like you feel me? You walk up to a producer and things like that, and they see like even just being respected from all levels of this entertainment industry. Because like I said, like when I'm outside, people understand. Or when I start having conversations like this, because they usually just see me in and out snapping photos. But when we get down and they hear Iconic speak, you feel me? They kind of understand a lot more. So being able to have people understand my story and respect it and respect what I do out here. Like I said, that whole Batman vibe, like I don't really be sleeping. I be out here, like you feel me? Well, I start my day at 5 and maybe you feel me, even go and take a break at 9 and we still back at it. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's just photography, music, Still Got the Juice. Like I said, any artists that wanna come up there, we got a cypher that's gonna happen. I don't know when this is gonna air, but we got a cypher that's about to happen. Coming up again. We start rolling those out. A lot more. You feel me? Like if you really got bars for real, like none of the drill, You feel me? The super duper, nah, like if you really got bars for real, like what this shit really started from. You feel me? Come holla at us. We gonna start doing those up. We gonna do like a live for like trials and stuff like that. At the end of the holiday break. On a Sunday after the holiday break. So you could definitely look at that. That's still got the Juice TV. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. So we got that. We got still got the Juice TV. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We got the good, G'd up clothing. I got my brother right a little bit earlier. You feel me? He's definitely out here playing for keeps now. You feel me? A good little G'd up piece. Definitely let me know. You know how that fits you. I know I'm saying the material real nice, real snug. Big up the G'd up family. I am an ambassador as well as my team for their clothing brand, super fire, iconic brand out of Australia. You feel me? Super durable clothing. Super fly. You feel me? I got a couple of, you feel me, photos and pics like that on my page. And we got like a lot of dope, you feel me? Like I said, we got like a lot of your favorite artists, like you feel me, in it. You just gotta pay attention. You get what I'm saying? So I've been blessed to be able to see, you know, shout out my son, Mr. Mora, you feel me, Fleet of Goat, you feel me, some amazing stylists that work again with your favorite artists. You feel me? I've been able to see what they did and took over the city with Averex. And I'm saying, if you don't know, they've been the people responsible for that. But now, you feel me, we got a whole different wave, you feel me, G'd up, and like I said, we playing for keeps, you feel me? So a lot of the things that we do is not only just, you feel me, the brand is more so the lifestyle, you feel me? That's why it look good on us. So yeah, we got G'd up clothing, we still got the juice, we got iconic music group IMG and Friends on the way. We got some super dope, you feel me, photos every time. Oh, I'm working on, like I said before, I'm working on vlogging, YouTube, you feel me? I'm about to start really being heavy on that. And, you know, giving the people what they want, you feel me? Showing like behind the scenes, showing a couple of events that I be at, you feel me? Some of the stew sessions that I be at, some of the events that I go to, the concerts, you feel me? So just taking some of the stuff that I do on IG and, you know, making a little bit of long form content where it's like I could, you feel me, I'm looking to, you feel me, hope to inspire the next photographer, or even if you just want to even just get a little glimpse. Of course, I ain't gonna give everybody, you feel me, the super duper crazy, but you feel me, you're gonna get a lot of good content as far as like, you feel me, what goes on with probably, you feel me, a lot of the things that go on in New York, stew sessions, you feel me, some dope stuff like that. Being able to see some of the dope events that go on in New York City, it's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, it's really the city that never sleeps, no matter where you at. So it's really always something that you can do that's positive, you feel me, especially if you're a creator. It's so much where, of course, I'll keep it a buck, like, you know what I'm saying, you could really, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of fakers out here. There's a lot of people that make it look good, and, you know what I'm saying, make it, you know what I'm saying, just be in the spot sometimes. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's none of us over here. But it definitely be going on. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, you gonna already know what's, you know what I'm saying, who really got the motion and who really don't. And it's not always about that, but you feel me, you could definitely get duped. Like I said, it's the music business. It's not easy. You feel me? So in order to really survive out here, you feel me, you gotta really be able to not only just move around, but you gotta be able to move around correct. So just being able to just have a lot of stuff like that going on, and just really just expanding the business. You know, like I said, I got photography, I got music, I got, you know, promotions and entertainment and things like that. We got clothing. I'm working on, you feel me, everything iconic, the brand, the merchandise, you know, the lifestyle, you know, gear that's going, you feel me, get everybody at the top. You feel me? A lot of times, you feel me, nowadays, you know, I like to be, you know, confident enough in being able to wear brands of, you feel me, my mans and people that I know, you feel me, shout out Godspeed, Every Trip, amazing fire brand taking over, you feel me, shout out my son Sav, you feel me, fire dope designer, amazing clothing brand. I've been able to cover his events. He's been able to, you feel me, hold it down, and you know what I'm saying, I make his, you know what I'm saying, I'm one of many, none that's been able to, you know what I'm saying, make this stuff look good, and you know what I'm saying, they've been able to, you know, they do great, you know, another great quality brand as well. Shout out Middle Lane, New York, Heartbreak, NYC, Solitude. You feel me? These are, you feel me, my brothers that I've really seen, you know, take their creative, you know, there's something in their brain and be able to put it in a physical and being able to, you know, have it for exchange and money and being able to, you know, survive and live off of that. And just being overall great creatives in general, where they're able to just, you know, use that and expand their businesses and a model. So I try to do the best that I can do to support, you know what I'm saying, from even if it's a tee to a hat to even making sure that I'm over there commenting and throwing it up and letting people know, like, yeah, I'm saying this is fire. Like, you know what I'm saying, of course the Louis and the Dior and all that stuff look good too, but I mean, there's a lot of people out here that really got dope shit, like not just motherfuckers just slapping some shit, you know what I'm saying, on the tee. But some people that really, you know what I'm saying, you over here in the good, you know what I'm saying, that's a good sweatsuit.
Shout out to Immaculate. Everything
Facts.
Immaculate. Y'all know
Everything Immaculate.
Everything
Like, shout out the
Immaculate.
good sweatsuit my brother got on right now. This orange is, you feel me, jumping out the bando. You feel me? And the
Appreciate
shit
you.
like
Hold
that.
on. Let me get on the live so they can
facts.
see
You
me,
feel me? Let
man.
them
Let
know
me
the
see
all
that
yellow
hat.
joint. You feel me? Like, you don't got it, know what I'm saying, straight like that. Like,
Cozy. That's the goal, just to be cozy.
you feel me? Super vibey. So it's like being able to, you know, like I said, being able to, you know, support whatever any of these brands that's going on, and things of that nature, and you know, just doing that. So it's a lot of stuff that's, you know, going on. Like, I remember you asked me the other day, almost in a sense of like, how are you able to, you know, put a lot of these things together, or even in, like, you know, manage. And you know what I'm saying, you try. Like I said, 1% better every day. Like, you feel me? These are goals. You know what I'm saying? Like, and goals as far as, like, you feel me, things that you want to do in your hopes and dreams should have no expiration date on them. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, just trying to attack everything day by day. Like, even now with my job, like, you know, I do what I do, you know, with the board of ed, and you know, make sure that, you know, I'm still giving, you know, the children I'm taking care of, you know, the right care and knowledge and learning and understanding. But at the same time, I'm gonna take some of that time out to make sure I get this done, because, you know what I'm saying, like, I know Dior needs some photos right now because she got a post, and we just did an event, and, you know what I'm saying, she got to get them shits done. You know what I'm saying? Because that's her business and her brand, and she got to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, after she done killed the show, I kind of got to make sure she got the pictures done. So we got to make sure the kids is good, and we got to make sure the pictures is, you know what I'm saying, by Dior by certain times so you could post and go crazy. So, and my artists, and making sure they, you know what I'm saying, even if I'm not there and I'm at another event, you know what I'm saying, covering media for, you know what I'm saying, some other event with somebody there. If the boys got a studio session, I know MG's gonna get, you feel me, the troops together, and they gonna mob out and do what they do. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, that's where that accountability and things like that come into play, where, you know, we talked about it, my boys is young, you feel me? I'm 28, a lot of them is younger than me. So it's not only just teaching them how to be artists at this point, it's teaching them how to be men. You know what I'm saying? They ain't had that same experience with me, where you probably know and feel it, like, college done aged nigga like dog years a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they ain't really get that experience. So they kind of real life just in real time, just a little young, like, you know what I'm saying, and just like that, you feel me, like fresh out of it. You know what I'm saying, that little high school mindset may take them a little 2-3 years, a little bit after them really understanding, you know what I'm saying, how shit really work, because you ain't really get that little extra little trial run like college kind of gave us to really, before we really had to get out here and get in the real world for real. So it's teaching them how to navigate, because again, like I said, this is business, but you know what I'm saying, you learn how to be men at the end of the day. So kind of, you know, like I said, being an example through everything that I do, especially to them, because, you know what I'm saying, they're the ones that I believe have the talent to take, you know, the music aspirations to the top, or where we got to get it to, because I still believe there's still a lot more. Like I said, this is a group, and that's what I kind of tell everybody. I ain't here to sign everybody, but at the same time, I'm looking for, like I said, the standard is iconic. So it ain't just anybody that just gonna come up over there, and I'm saying, like, everybody got fire. Like, I done been to showcases, 30 plus artists, all heat, gangster, and that's just New York City alone. I'm saying, so, and it be a lot. So it's really, you feel me? It's a dog eat dog world out here, and you really just gotta really, like I said, you really gotta be on top of your game. So whether I'm holding a camera for Dior or my artist or anybody else event that I'm doing, or Fresher or anybody, you know what I'm saying, that's just a small intricate of, you know what I'm saying, the bigger picture. Like, I'm really trying to be on some, mogul shit. Like, that's the goal. So it's being able to kind of like understand all these avenues, and at in the right time continue to push them, until we get there. Or, like I said, it's not about what you know, it's who you know. Sometimes being able to have the right people that's gonna understand the vision as well to get you there. Because I ain't gonna do it. I ain't doing that by myself. You feel me? That's why I continue to tap in with people like you and other people that I've continued to meet on my journey. Whereas, like, you know what I'm saying, I understand what the goal is. I think, what I'm saying, we slowly getting it now. You know what I'm saying? So it's being able to have these different things that we can continue to, what I'm saying, push. Fuck what I got going on. Of course, this is about, what I'm saying, this episode is about me, but it's what we can do, as a overall. Like, I want that to be my message. You feel me? What I'm saying, I could talk my shit about all the other stuff that I done did. Yeah, there's a lot of people that done did that shit too. You know what I'm saying? But it's really about making that impact and making sure, you feel me, like the next, not necessarily the next man, but the next generation is good. Like, you feel me? Like, we say it all the time, you feel me, kind of getting at that cool cousin stage where it's like, damn, these young niggas is, I'm saying, a little bugged out. They don't really be getting it for real, how we probably would have got it. Or the teaching and things like that be a little bit different. Or even me being an educator, you feel me, still on the side. Like, I see how even certain parents, no disrespect, because I ain't gonna call them, I ain't no names or nothing like that, but, you know what I'm saying, like, even how certain parents look at schools and how they expect, you feel me, teachers or just the school to kind of like raise their kids, but it really be on, you know what I'm saying, it's a village, you know what I'm saying, it's on them too. You know what I'm saying, like, how many times you done ask nowadays, like, how many parents are really checking their kids' homework for real, like, shit like that. You know what I'm saying, it be little things like that where you look back, damn, like, moms was wilding, but damn, she was a little bit right. It got me right, like, you feel me, it's situated. So, shout out to the parents that kind of like instill those things in there. And as much as, you know what I'm saying, I may not say it, you know what I'm saying, or to my parents and stuff like that, they know when I got the opportunity too, like, damn, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, some of the shit you was telling me, as much as I ain't really like it, you know what I'm saying, because I have my rebellious ways at times, like, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. And you feel me, everybody's teaching is a little bit different, but I could kind of take those experiences, and that's kind of like my motto with, you feel me, I built my stuff up a little bit of family and business and friendship. So I could sit there and be like, I'm gonna let my young boys, you feel me, fend for themselves, because they know me long enough where it's like, yo, bro, I love you enough where I ain't gonna let you fall, but you're gonna have to really get it how you get it. Like, at this point, they know, you feel me, as much as anybody that's my friend that I'm doing business with, like, it ain't nothing personal if I gotta get at you real quick. And even if you gotta get at me, like, you feel me, I ain't the easiest to deal with at times, you feel me. When I get in that mode, I get in that mode. I read a book, I can't remember if it's Think and Grow Rich or one of them, but one of the first chapters is like, you gotta have a burning desire for whatever it is you're really trying to chase. And that's how I feel about this shit right now. Like, feel me, they ain't gonna understand it all the way, because I've been looking at this as a business, or just entertainment as a business, since I was like 17, 18, 19, because I was throwing 21 up parties before I was 21. You know what I'm saying? So I've been looking at this as a business model. This done help me pay the bills. This done help me eat at times. So it's like, nah, like, looking at all of this and understanding, oh, this how this work? Oh yeah, we can't play with this. Like, that's just how I look at certain things now. So it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got to know how to really up it, and also translate that to the people that you trying to, take with you. Like, everybody ain't gonna make it. It's really what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you think it's that sweet, it's not. Like, if you think you just gonna wake up today and put your shit on DistroKid, or United Masters and start going crazy, it's a dub. Like, especially the way this music business and everything like that is changing now. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, it's a couple, you feel me, out that bunch, but again, if you're really looking at it, the lifespan of an artist, depending on who you are, 1 to 3 years, give or take who you are. After that, you know what I'm saying, you scraping and scrambling, trying to figure out what's really going on for real. So, unless you really making timeless, music that's really gonna resonate with the people. And I'm pretty sure, like, you know what I'm saying, we was talking about COVID earlier, like, since COVID, like, music been
Traca.
like really, like, ain't like, it's this fourth quarter, like, since I've been paying attention to like music and fourth quarters, and I'm saying end of the year and what that means and going into new year, like, this shit been quieter than quiet. Like, Kendrick probably woke it up like a little bit. That I'm saying, like, and that may be what a couple people was trying to do to get out the way, because that's kind of how this thing works too. But I feel like for the last 3 years, like, we've been saying the same thing. Oh, it's a little quiet. You know what I'm saying? And then after, everybody gonna turn up at the beginning of the year, and nobody turns up at the beginning of the year. And it be the top dogs, you know what I'm saying, that really drop at the end of the year. And you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you know what I'm saying? But thankfully, I love the space that I'm in now, because I've turned my Apple Music off, because for the last couple of months, my birthday was in September, and that's really when I started, working on this project with my artist, probably like around July. So me not being a rapper or anything like that, where I come in as production and making sure the sequencing of the songs is right and what songs is gonna go there, and you know what I'm saying, like, on my, who we gonna try to bring in, and you know what I'm saying, work with everybody, like, on my Cali shit a little bit. So I take pride in that, and I look forward to seeing how much better we're gonna get on the project. You feel me? Shout out R2R Mo. I don't think I mentioned him earlier. You feel me? He has a dope song with my boy T-Mac, who I was also able to be, watch his process and be in a session with him. He got the song that I was in that was the first time meeting him. I was in a session, I was taking photos for him and a couple of my other mans. And that was my first time seeing him like create. Him and my son Danny J. He's about to drop I think his project is out right now. Super fire producer. He just dropped that song that I was able to record for the first time when I met him in there, and I'm a fan of his music. I ain't afraid to say that. You feel me? So being able to get that experience and seeing that, and you know what I'm saying, being able to have him work with my artist, seeing his trajectory, blessed and appreciative of it. So hopefully we can get some visuals and stuff like that done too. So I usually run into him, just outside on like certain events and stuff like that. So I'm always giving bro his flowers, because from that time when I see him in the studio, he's been going up. So I love to see things like that.
Dope. If you want to follow you, connect with you, where can they go to do so?
You can follow me at iconic iconic__L. And then after, you can follow my photography page at iconic.images with 2 underscores. And then you can also follow my promotional page at ill.promotions. What else? You know what I'm saying? You can follow G'd Up. You can follow at Still Got the Juice TV. You can follow Mir Godly. You can follow Eyes on Warren. You can follow T-Mac. You can follow King Casey. You can follow Prince NYC. You can follow Kid Kyle. And yeah, everything iconic, man. You can just follow us everywhere, or you could just keep watching the moves. You feel me? Because we gonna keep doing everything that we do and moving on to the top.
Dope. And I try not to, I try to not do this, but I said let's do it because you're my bro. If you have any questions for me, anything you're curious about from me that I can answer, definitely ask the question.
I'm saying, like, well, first and foremost, I thank you for, you feel me, sharing your platform with me, my brother. Like I said, like, you are somebody that has definitely watched me grow from, you know what I'm saying, from when I was, you know what I'm saying, I think we met probably like when I was 17, 18, I don't even remember. I know it's probably through DJ Don, probably JR, you feel me, one of them.
It was definitely earlier than that. I think it was like TG. Like,
you feel me? Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you feel me? So, even, like, around that, like, you feel me? Shout out my TG brothers and everything like that. But, yeah, like, thank you for, you feel me, always being a constant support. Somebody that, you feel me, regardless of anything. You know what I'm saying? We've always been able to communicate and things like that. You know what I'm saying? You watching me grow, you being somebody that I've been able to watch as an inspiration too, and in many endeavors that you continue to do. So I want to give you your flowers too, just even off of, you feel me, just a podcast, and you just continue to be, you feel me, just an icon and creative. You get what I'm saying? So cheers to you, my brother. Continue doing the things that you do. But yeah, I think my question to you is, I think the same thing for me that you asked, like, what's next for you? I think even, you know what I'm saying, of course we did the greetings, but like, how are you overall? Like, how are you feeling, like, in this space? And you know, like I said, like, what's next for you, and what do you think? Yeah, I'm gonna let you finish those off, and then I got my last questions for you.
All right, I'm gonna keep it simple. How am I doing? I'm well. I've been in a space where I've just been real focused, just trying to show up and give my 1% every single day at bare minimum. I'm in a great position. I have a lot of stability, but at the same time, there's a lot of opportunities for things to grow, and there's a lot of opportunities for things to change.
Absolutely.
So I'm just staying real positive, real humble, staying real focused, and trusting God, trusting the process. And trusting myself through this process, and just figuring out what my vision is, because like, it's very easy just to do a lot of different things and not know exactly why God put you on this earth to do something.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? Like, when you're a talented person, multifaceted, creative, you got a lot of people who always see value in you or want to see you work or feel like you can help them. It's very easy to get caught up in everyone else's vision of who you are, and you be caught up in not knowing exactly who you are.
No, absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
And then what's next? Honestly, God knows. Building the podcast platform up. Got the Immaculate Scent candles. Make sure y'all go support that at Immaculate
Them shits
Scent.
was fire.
Thank you.
Them shits was fire. I ain't gonna lie, yo, bro. Always been I gotta let this, yo. He been a marketing genius. He's here in the you feel me, orange joint. Back the candles out. The most fire one. I'm telling you, whatever he showed you, that orange one, he came backed out the orange sweatsuit. You feel me? He backed out the orange sweatsuit, fire already. Then the first candle he showed me was the orange one. That's one of the best smelling, you feel me, ones out of them. All of them are fire. That's my top one right now. The second one, I believe, was the
cashmere.
Oh yes, the cashmere. You feel me? The Demore, I ain't gonna lie, that one was kind of fire too. I definitely did like a content piece where I was like, I was gonna leave that word in 2024, but that scent was fire too. I ain't gonna hold you. So definitely check in with the you feel me, the Immaculate candles. You feel me?
That Immaculate Scent
vibe.
Therapy for the senses. Immaculate Scent for an immaculate vibe. And you say you had so that's basically, I'll say it, just be the best version of myself, really develop myself. I don't know if a wife is in the picture or a relationship, but like, I don't know. Really where I'm at is just giving myself the chance to love myself and give myself the chance to like be the best version of myself. That's basically where I'm at right now.
You brought up relationships real quick, so let me ask you another quick question.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? How do you think you work best when you're kind of single? You feel me, on the grind? You know what I'm saying? Not really. You know what I'm saying? You know they there, but you ain't really kind of focusing on it right there, or when you got a little support, like, you feel me, next to you, may not, you know what I'm saying, girlfriend or somebody that you building with, or, you know what I'm saying, like, what do you think is your prime weights that makes you focus the most? Because I feel like that's been something that I've been learning for myself, that, you know what I'm saying, in that realm, you feel me, makes me the way that I am, and I try to keep it as honest and blunt as possible. But yeah, what's your thoughts on that?
I think it depends on the person I'm dealing with, because everybody brings out different sides of you. Like, some people help you get motivated. Like, I might have not had a girlfriend, but I might have had like women I was working with that kept me really motivated and driven. I might have not had a little shorty I was kicking it with, but I had women in my corner that was like, okay, like, we gonna do certain things to get this thing going. I think for me right now, I would say I would like to have somebody in my life. more so because it'll just make me turn up a little bit more. But I feel like I'm still doing really well. My problem is I just don't give myself grace. So I feel like, yeah, like regardless, like if I have somebody in the picture, I know that'll make me turn up. But at the same time, I feel like I don't even have the time to really dedicate to having a significant other right now.
Yeah.
And if I did, they would really have to understand my schedule, and I'd really have to prioritize them. And I feel like that just wouldn't be fair to them.
No, yeah, and I feel like sometimes it's hard to articulate that, but when you find one that, I'm saying, and ain't nothing wrong with, you feel me, if everything don't work out, but the one that does understand that, those are what I'm saying, ones that you cherish. I think you understand a lot more about yourself. I've been in that realm a lot lately. Like when I first got back or got into this like heavy, I'll say maybe like the first 2 years, first 2.5, maybe, like I was super like steadfast. Like even like I was, I'm saying, almost fucking shit up just unintentionally, just cause it's like, yo, I'm on a mission right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'll say this. If you meet somebody that's good, that has your best interest in mind, that makes your life better, that brings peace, that adds value to you, I mean, makes you just, just makes you take things to another level without like compromising who you are. Obviously, you're going to grow and evolve. You're not going to be who you always been when you're dealing with somebody, but to the point where you like who you're becoming and you see this person with you throughout the process, then don't pass that up. Mm-hmm. And obviously, if they're God-fearing, they're in line with your spiritual and moral values, but like, don't pass up good things just because you focus on what you think is going to be a better thing, because you just don't know.
No, that is a fact.
You know what I mean? So if you have something good that you know that you can probably, help develop into better, then don't run away from that challenge. But I will say at the same time, don't fall in love with potential. So I know it sounds like I'm saying a lot of different things.
No, I know.
But if you get it, you get it. Like, don't fall in love with potential. Like, if this person is not who you think you need to be with, and they bring out a side of you that makes you kind of angry, and not because for the betterment of your development, but just because like pettiness or certain things that's not adding value to who you want to be, like, you don't have to settle for that, because that's not how this game goes. Obviously you gonna get 80% of what you want, 20% of what you got to deal with, but at the same time, it's also like you gotta be very mindful of what can make you crash out and what can make you get to the next level.
Absolutely, because I ain't gonna lie, as much as we saying that, you can't forget the streets.
Yeah.
The streets be streeting. The streets be streeting. And I don't even want to say even too fully the streets, because for me it's like I said, we dealing with music and entertainment. Oh man,
it's ugly out there. It
is. But at the same time, it be beautiful, because for me, I'm not gonna lie to you, like it be a lot of fire female hustlers that's in this shit too.
Definitely, the gal in this entertainment space be making it happen.
There are some beautiful, and I'm not like there are of course the artists, but I'm talking about like some of the managers that be behind some of them, the almost about, you know what I'm saying, all the PR and media girlies are, you know what I'm saying, just beautiful, and they ambitious, like fuck even just the looks, like they hustle speak for itself, like, you feel me, because they're already in a male dominated, you feel me, industry. So the ones that's really out here doing it, you feel me, like they get into it, like, and you fire, it's just like, it's a beautiful combination where it's like I got to see your beauty and your brains,
of course,
you get what I'm saying. So shout out to all the, you feel me,
the PR girlies and all that, they fire, man, trust me,
media girlies, you know what I'm saying, like, you feel me, Iconic has a special place in his heart for all of you.
Yeah, I feel like for me, what I've learned is just navigating the space is just like, you gotta be able to see the shelf life in people. Obviously, you can't tell like who's gonna blow the next day, but you can tell based off like the actions, how they operate.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people that I've been seeing around and I haven't seen them, and then I was like, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and again, that's why it's like you got to take pride in, you know what I'm saying, just being able to be a resource and being able to, you know what I'm saying, just know who you know, because like I said, it'd be a lot of people that, I'm saying, New York make it look good, so it's like it'd be a lot of people that be out here faking it till you make it, and trust me, there's not a problem with that. Do what you gotta do, but know what I'm saying, be genuine, be respectful. Like, it's a couple people that I done lost respect for, or, you know what I'm saying, like, even just crazy where it's like, I'm not even a crazy, like, block or unfollow person, but it's just like, people just gotta, you know what I'm saying, just let go, you know what I'm saying, because of just how they move and things like that. So it's just like, you know, be mindful of who you be around and stuff like that. And, you know, of course, the people that you bring in your space.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
All right, bro. This is a great conversation.
Facts. Hold on. I got one more for you. One more
question?
Facts. Not my fault. Yeah, you asked me earlier, like, what do you know what I'm saying? I want to, you know, go back to you, like, what is your definition of iconic? Like, how do you see yourself being iconic in the future? And, like, you feel me? What do you think you know what I'm saying, embody as far as that?
That's a great question. Iconic. I feel like what makes me special is that I've always been able to support others, give value in every situation I'm in, and not really lose myself. I feel like what makes me iconic is the way I think, the way I brand, the way I market, the way I create my interviews, the podcast, like things I do. I feel like I do it like 2-3 years early, so people don't appreciate it until like it's a little too late. Like now that there's a million of it, now I'm already at like 1,000,001, but nobody really cares because there's a million, and at this point I'm so far ahead that's like, and I'm not doing it like everyone else is doing it. I still keep it simple. I still get to the ground. Right at I keep it at the ground level. You know, I don't got a team. I'm not throwing hella bread. I'm just keeping it as organic and as simple as possible. So I feel like what makes me dope is just like I'm myself. I don't let things compromise who I am and my integrity. And I'm okay with not being at the front of everything. Before, like, I had my face on every event flyer that I was doing. I had my name on everything. Now it's kind of like I'm at a point where I don't even, like, I want to build a brand. I want to build a team. I want to get to that point. So it's just like developing those things, as well as just the understanding like time and place scenarios. Like right now, like the last like 3 years, 4 years, like my priorities is not being outside, not being in people's faces, not like I networked, yeah, but it wasn't like how I've been networking up lately. Because like my priorities were like taking care of my family, make sure our bills are paid, make sure that things are situated, because you know what I'm saying. So
those are necessities.
Exactly. So now that things are starting to kind of work out in our favor, I can now get back into that bag where it's like, all right, Clee, like, what do you really want from everything that you're doing? You know, what's the vision for what you're doing? Who do you want to serve? How do you want to serve them? What kind of impact you want to have? I've always been chasing impact, always. But I had to get to a point where I also had to chase income. And with chasing income, you gotta be strategic, because all money ain't good money. If you play dominoes, you know. So it's now just being more strategic about, all right, like, what do you want? Who do you want us to cater to? And what really matters to you? And what impact, or what do you want to do that's going to make you immaculate and iconic? So you answer those questions. You give yourself a day, 2 days, a week, whatever it takes for you to really get to that point where you can answer those questions straight up. And I feel like at that point, then you could be able to put yourself and the people that you love in a position to be successful.
Absolutely. Well, you definitely are an iconic individual, my brother.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you every trip around, and I thank you for having me, you feel me? And we gonna keep having more immaculate and iconic convos, you feel me, whenever the time may be.
I love what I'm
saying? So I appreciate you again for having me on your platform.
Shout out to my bro, Ill.
Yeah, man.
Iconic. Y'all tuned in, Talk Ain't Cheap, and y'all know the slogan's not that deep. It's a vibe.
Yes, Sirski.
Immaculate Scent. Therapy for your senses.
Iconic, baby.
Come through. Mondem is out.